guys, welcome back to the Lycan Project. Today I'm going to take you through my Demonathon TBR, which is a interactive read-a-thon that's taking part between the 14th of February to the 28th. It's a team-based read-a-thon with summoners, so you're either an old summoner or a new summoner, and the idea is that you are going to summon a demon of some variety. If you complete the prompts and read a certain number of books, but we won't know that number until the end. I will link the announcement video down below for you. I'm not going to do the hard version, which is a book for each prompt. So I'm going to be stacking some of mine because I have a lot of books to get through. Pardon me. And some of them are library books. So let's dive on into it. So I have a book with a dark cover. I'm part of a book club here in Western Australia, which meets in person, and this month's pick has a really dark cover, so I'm going to use that to kick my booty into gear to get it, and that is the Coffinmakers Garden by Stuart Bride. I know it is a thriller, I believe. So yeah, it's about a village on the edge, a Scottish village on the edge, and a house full of secrets and investigation. So sorry, this is a library copy, that's why it's a bit shiny. So I'll be reading that as part of my dark cover. A book that is set in the snow and a reread. I'm going to jump back into the Walls of Mercy Fall series with Shiver, which is the first book by Maggie Stiefvater, which is set in Missouri, and it follows the winter and stuff and a lot of snow. This has a werewolf twist to it that is tied to snow, so that's a great one for that, and it just has a really cool snowy cover. I really love it. Then we're going a TBR Graveyard and Strangers Meeting. I have said I'm going to read this a while, and I looked at my Goodreads shelf, and this is the oldest book on my Goodreads want to read list. I was meant to read it at the beginning of the month and didn't get around to it, so I'm going to do Our Fault in Our Stars by John Green, which has come off my shelf a few times to read. It is also about a young girl called Hazel who has to go to a teenage support group, and she meets a young gentleman called Augustus Waters, and they both support each other in the cancers that they're fighting. So that's another one. And a black author. I've heard Lauren from Lauren the Books has read this recently and adored it. And I have also taken advice from Books and Lala, who recommends doing a short story collection during read-a-thon, so you can read snippets through it. And so this is a black author, which is a short story collection called Love in Colour. I don't know much more about that, but it's the compelling stories about love at first sight or romantic love. And this one is by Bulu Bala Lula. I'm really sorry if I butchered that. So that is by a black author. I also have another buddy read happening with a whole bunch of other people, and I've been dying to get to this as well, as it is from a beautiful person in the LGBT community, which is Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas, which is a transgender necromantic YA fantasy that also has a transgender character in it and Latinx aspects, so therefore I'm also trying to diversify my reading, so these will help me get along there. And then, so these are the books I want to read for Demonathon. Let me know if you... There are also two group reads. So they're both short stories, so I'll be trying to get to those as well. And one is Hello Moto by the author of Binti, and there is Hungry Daughters by Starving Mothers. Both short stories, so I'll have to try and get hold of those somehow. You have a recommendation for any of the prompts, or if you have recommendations on any of the books, other books I should read that I've listed down below, please let me know. I'd like to thank you for coming. Please like and subscribe to my channel because it really helps, and let's use our voices to promote positive change in the world. Thank you and goodbye!